Howdy, fellow artists. I want you to ask yourself a very important question. Doesn't matter if you're a musician like myself, or an actor, or a painter, or anybody in the creative arts. I want you to ask yourself this very important question, because I've been ruminating on it lately. And that question is, how much are you willing to sacrifice? Because when I think about what I've had to sacrifice over the last 30 plus years, it's a lot. Like I wanted to have kids. I wanted to do a lot of things. I wanted to have a lot more free time. I wanted to explore a lot of other interests of mine, but I had to sacrifice them to pursue my art. Was it worth it? I guess so. I think my talents were put to good use. I think I did what I was meant to do, but there were other things I wanted to do. Like, for instance, I love art, and that's why I always go to museums when I'm on tour. And I'm also passionate about returning art to people who had it taken away wrongly, unjustly in World War II. And I think I would have been an amazing investigator doing that. And that's another thing that I'm like, oh, wow, I could have done that, and I probably would have done well at it, because it makes me very angry. Also, my original vocation was to be a writer, like not just a songwriter. That happened later, but my training was to be a playwright and to be an author, and I got to intern with some really big-time Pulitzer Prize, Tony Award-winning people in my youth, and I wanted to do that. But I had to sacrifice all that to be an artist. Was it worth it? Probably, but I want you to ask that question of yourself before you go one step further in your career, because there are going to be a lot of sacrifices, and I don't have enough time here to list all the ones that I had to choose. But is it worth it? How much are you willing to sacrifice for your dream?